NC Park, for the signs, for whatever projects that you expect them to complete this next year. And then, and then show undesignated funds for whatever the balance is right now. Then when they get ready to spend that, or they can come back to you with a request for it, or you can amend their budget and tell them how you want that money spent.
Like we could do 90,000 and say we could do 90,000 on digital signs, and then we could have discretionary funds.
Well, I think 80 is going to be on the pavilion alone. So 26, 80, and then 90.
Remember, we only have so much in the bank.
Yes, okay, and you guys, so you might not be able to do it all, but that's just what the.
So also think about, as far as, we don't have the expertise to go out and do those projects. So really, it should be from the city. You go out and get your bids and all that, and you come up with it, and we reimburse, or we write the check to the company. I don't think we should be responsible for doing those projects individually. We don't have the expertise.
Okay,
So city should decide what kind of sign they want, yeah.
city can work, you can work with the city.
Yeah.
On that, okay. But immediately, the 26 on Ansay Park is fundable now, yeah, okay. So do we want to agree on some amounts, make sure we're perfectly clear? Mary, is 26 the right amount on the conceptual plan?
Well, I have in your packet, because we met on April the 29th. It was
Where is
Dennis's
that?
last day. It's part of the update. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even looked at those yet.
Yeah. This
About
just came
where?
in. This just came in today so it's part of the finance updates.
I'm sorry, can you guide us?
Yes.
This is like 200 pages.
Yeah, it's the last packet.
Okay.
It says Ansay Park on there. We had to schedule the meeting to go over the plans, and so on April the 29th, Mr. Baldwin, BJ, and myself, we met with Covey, and due to the limitation in funds, the request was made to, and you can look, if you, I guess, tear
I
it
just have
apart.
a question.
Go ahead.
Is 26 the right amount of money for the study, for the conceptual plan on Ansay Park?
For the
For
26,000.
the discussion of EDC. I don't want to get
The
too
20,
sidetracked.
the 26,000 will cover the conceptual design, but the pricing of what it takes to make the park for phase one is more than
Okay, we'll get
135.
into that.
Okay, so I just want to,
But can we stay on EDC? Okay, so,
well, because what he had brought up was originally the 26,000 for the design and then an additional.
I said 80,000 arbitrary number.
Okay.
Or 90,000, I was just bringing it up. But
and these are budget numbers, so we don't expect to have actual numbers when you prepare a budget. So this is just giving Linda some guidance. Got to go to Jimbo.
they got the
Can I make one thing? The Fellowship Church just put in their new signs. You could just ask them, questions are free.
How
And
much
get
do
an
they pay?
idea,
Right.
is that something you want to look at? Because they should have price. And
Right.
it might give you an idea of what you're looking at.
Right.
Yeah, I've
Could get a
actually
discount
already
if
talked
you
to
order more
Jeremy.
than one. You can always ask for a discount if we order two.
Okay, stay focused on EDC, budget. Neil suggested that we give them some budget line items for them to help prepare their budget. We will give EDC their budget. Jimbo, I can help you do that based on what Linda has given us already, because she does have some fixed costs. And Linda, if you want to be a part of that discussion, we will come up with a budget for you guys for 25, 26, and give it to you in a memo. Is that
So,
doable?
Can't we do that? Don't we want to do it now, though, tonight?
Do you want to take the time? Okay, let's go through her work plan then and figure, because she didn't give us a budget. She just gave us a work plan.
Right.
Okay, so we've got 10,000 for volunteer, home-based businesses and small business pop-up. And then we have, I don't want to do any transfers to capital projects in this suggested budget. And then she has administrative $6,500, $6,550. And then the rest is going into restricted funds and I don't even want to go there yet. So that's 10, 6,500, we've got 26,000, we've got 90 on signs, and then do we want to keep 80 on the pavilion?
Well, capital project, I think, would be the pavilion, if that's what she's, because of the threshold.
But we're
Unless
going
you
to give
wanna
her a
go-
line item, that Ansay Park is 26 for the conceptual plan. Call it $106,000 on Ansay Park.
Yep.
Okay. And then 90 on the signs, and that'll be her budget, four line items. Linda, is that okay? Yes. 10,000 on your non-capital projects. 6,550 admin, legal, and financial. And that'll be the budget for EDC for 25, 26. And I make a motion that we accept that revised budget for EDC for 25, 26.
Second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? Okay, unanimous. And I do have all those numbers copied down. I'll make sure I got them all cleaned up. All right, give me just,
Okay, thank you.
go ahead, Neil.
Did it, Linda, we did it.
We did it, okay.
I was incorrect in thinking that Mr. Linus' term ended at when the votes were canvassed. Section 16, Article 16, Section 17 of the Texas Constitution provides that an elected official serves until his successor is elected and qualified. So you may second away.
Okay. Or make the motion.
There you go.
Still legal.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, good.
You're not going anywhere yet. That's right.
So you see, you can actually make a motion.
All right.
Well,
Where are
welcome
we?
back.
Thank you,
Where are
Neil.
we? Where are we?
Okay, let's see, that is, those are combined. Yes, we are up to resolution 26032. Council, I was also asked to just let you guys know that we are having some internet issues. And some of our residents may or may not, it's popping in and out. We have no control over that. It's the internet, it's not our system. So just for your awareness, out there in TV land. So, 26032, discuss, take appropriate action on the memorandum resolution for council to approve a payment of property damage to the resident as determined by the city manager. So I'll entertain a motion on 26032. No, but after, yeah, after we open that, Sam, council can discuss the,
I'll second opening it for discussion.
okay, 26032 is open for discussion.
I do.
How much is it?
Like
There's
9,000
three
bucks.
of them, but one of them, there's an issue with, the flooring with what's existing. There's three bids, we've already paid the cleanup and the drying.
Sure.
So we have open today email. Is there in the packets, if you want to put it. The new city manager.
So I was wondering about this a little bit, just, and obviously I just got to look at this like
Now,
10 minutes ago, or 30
Ow.
minutes ago. Again, I'm not throwing stones, Mary, I get it. So, do we, instead of paying out of pocket, do we not have insurance through TML that would actually cover a catastrophic event like this?
Turn your mic on.
Oh, I'm sorry. At the last meeting, TML would not pay the claim because it didn't qualify, because it needed to be damage caused by a machine. And it wasn't caused by a machine, it was caused on Human. And they actually, what happened is they requested the water line be closed. And while it was closed,
Don't we have
there was another
coverage
work.
on our employees to cover in case they do something?
Human error? Absolutely.
That causes damage?
We,
Our
I
employees aren't
tried, I
covered?
appealed all that kind of water damage that occurred does not fall under our policy. And
Okay, I
so,
just want to make sure our employees are covered, and when they're in the course of their business, if something happens, that,
Because then they could be liable.
I don't want them to be
Right.
personally liable for anything.
right, and
So
so
we need to
that's,
have
we would have to
risk-
look at,
A
right,
rider.
we'd have to look, right, exactly, that, the policy that we I'm so glad you brought that up. It's the policy that we currently have in place does not cover the damage that occurred.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
what's the
I went
total? I
all the
don't see
way,
it
I
total in
did
here.
everything, trust me, I tried to get it covered. And it wouldn't be covered.
So was the ServPro estimate just a water mitigation? Because if you look at this document, it says like remove and replace base shoe. It says remove and replace paint seal.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so this ServPro document, right, is it's called a loss sheet. And so this loss sheet is going through the whole process of fixing that property. And then the other
looks like.
estimates that you have, like, because right here, you look here, it says remove and replace vinyl plank flooring. Well, then you have an estimate in here for vinyl plank flooring.
Right.
Obviously, those numbers never jive, right? This is actually an Exactomate estimate.
Yes.
Okay? And so those numbers, I really feel like we probably need to have I don't believe, okay, and I could be wrong, but I don't believe that we don't have insurance to cover this. I don't believe that. I just don't.
Have the email.
Okay,
And-
send me the email, because
okay,
I just
yeah.
don't believe that, Mary. And like, I just,
I was shocked,
yeah.
and so was the resident, because we did the claim, we sent everything, and I even talked to the claim person, and then I spoke to our representative. that's
So did
on the
they file a
policy.
claim with their insurance company?
No, they did not.
Okay, good.
What is our liability insurance like?
We have different thresholds, and I can send that to you. I don't know them off the top of my head, off of the different ones, whether it's, because we have different ones. We have car, we have, there's.
Right.
We have so
Well,
many.
we probably should review all of those policies
Yeah, and
as soon as
Carly would be
Carly gets
excellent
here.
at
Because,
that.
Yes.
that-
Yes,
you know, and even when the marina was damaged from the tornado and there
Right.
was like
right.
flooding, quote, unquote,
mold,
and,
yeah,
and,
yeah, yeah.
and they didn't
Yeah.
want to cover that.
Yeah, because it
like-
was ground surface. They said that it was the water hitting the pavement, and so it didn't cover. So the
Sure.
water caused the damage, but it was called surface water damage, and that was not covered. So it's the policy that we have.
Right.
Okay, well, we know we owe this woman money.
Correct.
I would like to know how much we owe her.
If.
In these documents.
If we do the Serve Pro, if that's the one that, and there's one more quote that she's waiting to get in. That one may be a little bit cheaper, but we've already paid for the initial of taking out the water and everything, right? So now we have
Water
to.
mitigation.
Right, exactly. That part has been.
Was it a
taken-
category 2 water claim or a category 3? What kind of, it was clean water, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes. So, right
Can I ask
now,
Neil, is this possibly coming under liability instead of a water damage claim? One of our employees made a mistake.
Right.
I know, I'm not asking what
I'm
policy
not
is.
worried about that. I just,
What
I
I
feel,
want to know is, if an employee made a mistake, is that a liability claim rather than a water damage claim?
I have this.
you can have mine.
Yeah, policies are so,
policies are written differently.
yeah, it's crazy. It's like healthcare policies.
It's like you
They
gotta have a
include
law
some
degree.
and they don't include others. And I'm sorry, but my health coverage doesn't cover that, so whatever.
Yeah, and that's-
And liability's the same way. They cover things and they don't cover things. So Mary, what's the amount of money?
The highest bid is the Serve Pro, and they're the ones that did the initial, I want to say, like you said, water mitigation. So right now, it's $8,300 and.
$2.76.
Yeah.
Okay. So can
That's
we-
not including what we initially paid, the 2,300 that y'all authorized.
So what's the total amount of money that we are going to settle this claim for to make this woman's house livable again?
The 2,300 that we already paid plus this
That
amount.
was approved, so
That
this
was
is just
approved,
for
yeah.
this. So
When
we're
you-
talking 8,000.
300, correct.
So not to exceed 10,000, will that cover it?
I don't know if that'll do it.
I don't know
If
either.
I'm
That
looking
seems
at the
really
square
low.
footage. Yeah, it is really low. I mean, I don't know the extent of the damage, and I haven't seen the pictures, I haven't been to the job site, but I'm just looking at the totals on here. Remove and replace, $6.33. Okay, so that's for labor and material, $6.33.
Well, one of the things that Ms. Smitherman did say is that she took and cleaned a lot of the stuff out, and so when they went in to do the quote, that is, and that's why when I even spoke to Mr. Tennille, he said to give it a threshold, and if it needs to be more, then at that time, then
It could come
we
back,
can
bring
come
it
back
back
and
to us.
ask for more, but as of right now, I think going with the 10,000 threshold that we talked about, I think that would be a good one to give Carly, you know, the
Well,
discretion
we
to
don't
make.
have to wait for Carly to
Okay.
do this.
Okay.
No, I mean,
then-
we just need to take
okay.
care of our citizens. or
Right,
our-
she came
yeah.
to us a month ago.
Right,
Exactly.
this-
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go.
Get it done, yeah.
All right.
Well, and I was just looking at Best Way Carpet Services. They did our floors. They
They're
were
the best.
absolutely
Yeah, they're the
excellent.
best. They're the
And their
best.
bid is 56.
Best way.
Yeah.
It's not, and so asking her to take that bid over the high bid, I don't think is unreasonable, especially since I know their reputation and they've actually done work for us.
Yeah,
Me
I think
too.
the issue that she said with with the Best Market or the Best Way
It does have
was
painting.
that it didn't have, not only that, but they didn't have the carpet with them. You have to pick what they have. And what they had did not match the existing, she was trying to match what is, to save money, she already has this flooring that she has. So what she would like to do is pick something that's gonna match it. And what was at Best Way did not match. And so one of the
I think
things,
that the city can work with the homeowner, but what council needs to do right now is to authorize funds.
not to
and
exceed 10,000 would be
Not to
good.
exceed an amount of money. And so can we
10,000.
agree on, and if it's 5,500, fine, but this is a not to exceed.
Not to exceed, I would,
12,500, I would say is minimum.
how much?
12,000, like if including the 2,300.
Well, we already approved that.
Yeah.
so
Right,
that one-
I wasn't
so
here
we-
last time.
Okay, so we don't have to approve that again.
Okay,
Okay, so
I mean, to start, I think $10,000 is reasonable, like,
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
but it may take
agree.
more,
I agree.
depending
Right,
on what the
right.
level of damage was. I mean,
Well, that's why we took care of it
but they
right away.
didn't flood cut the house, I'm assuming, like you guys got water
Yes.
mitigation there very quickly, they didn't have to put out
Exactly,
sheet
within
rock and all that
hours,
stuff.
within hours.
Yeah, so, and accidents happen, so we just make it right.
Exactly.
I'd say 10,000.
Want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion. Make a motion that we accept resolution number 26032 to reimburse for damages to the property of Sharon Smitherman. And the city council approves the payment to Sharon Smitherman for property damages in an amount not to exceed $10,000.
Okay.
Okay, can I get a second?
We just need to fix section 2 on there. No.
Can we change that wording just a little bit?
Sure.
And the only reason I say that is like, I don't know, again, I haven't seen picture, I have no idea, but if the amount goes over $10,000, the way that that's worded, it means like, nope, this is all we're doing. We want to make this homeowner whole, because that's the right thing to do
At this time?
at this
Okay.
time. There you go.
Okay, can you amend it?
Yes, I'll
I
amend
made
it.
the motion.
And I'll second it and amend it by adding after the 10,000, not to exceed $10,000 at this time.
And then
I-
section 2, you're
and I
gonna
have to-
change
I
it to
approve
city
that
manager.
change.
So
I
on
approve
that one,
that
you'd have to
change.
say city staff on section 2.
Okay, let's say
City
the
staff.
city manager or designee.
Or designee.
Okay, and that would be you right now, because you're the designee.
So it
Okay.
has to go in all the places where there's city manager. There's a bunch of whereases and.
Okay, got it. Perfect.
All right.
Bill, you're
Get
thinking
all
of
that.
something, I know you.
Okay.
See?
All right, so I've got,
Withdraw my motion and start over.
Okay,
Okay. I make a motion to approve resolution number 26032, saying that the city council approves the payment to Sharon Smitherman for property damages in an amount not to exceed $10,000 at this time. The city manager or designee, in any place that says city manager, the city manager or designee will make sure that this gets completed.
I'll second that.
any additional discussion?
Yeah, just, who's gonna look at our insurance portfolio to see what our
Carly.
liability is?
She'll be great. She's an attorney.
Carly's gonna
She'll be
look
great.
at it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
It'll be in our work plan that we're gonna do in May.
all right.
I'll give you all copies, I'll email you all copies, so that everybody can see what the
Call
policy
the
says.
question, I'm pushing.
'Cause I
All right,
want
all
to-
those in favor? Any opposed? Unanimous, please. Okay, last one up as far as resolutions is 26033. This is discuss and take appropriate actions on the memorandum resolution of understanding to approve the establishment or to enter an agreement essentially with the National Wildlife Coordination Group between Texas A&M Forest Service and the Fire Department. This is the TIPNIS program that was discussed during the workshop. Just for our residents that may not be familiar, essentially authorizing the fire department to deploy assets, personnel, and equipment as needed to fight fires and other natural disasters, and also allows us to receive them should, God forbid, we need them. So, council, I'll entertain a motion on 26033.
Pass resolution number 26033 as written.
Can I get a second? Any discussion? Bruce, did you want to get one in there? Any discussion or all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that brings us up to finance updates.
Okay. Okay,
Oh, where do we start?
the top, property taxes. Okay, we had a meeting. We had a meeting with Bell County, and at that meeting, they did let us know that our tax revenue based on property taxes is going down, estimated, and that's on page 29. We're going down approximately 7,000 for next year. So I have that in the packet. The first sheet has, in Bell County, what are the tax rates for the other cities that are in Bell County? That's just for information, but the tax appraisal district handout, which is this one, if you go to page 29, that, it looks like this, it has page 1, and if you go down to page 29, it'll tell you that we're estimated to go down from 593,000 down to 586,000.
That's
in tax
million.
revenue. Huh?
That's million,
Sorry, yes,
yes.
sorry. So that's.
So basically a decrease in our values of 1.3%. And is that caused by anything specifically that they brought
Well,
up?
some of it was because of the tax exemptions that went into effect.
But we don't have any exemptions.
Well, the businesses do. We do have a couple of businesses, and we have, but there's also, I mean, there are some exemptions that they qualified for, but then also deals with basically, I don't want to use the word protest, but when people protest, they anticipate, and so they're trying to do a better projection on where we're expected to be. And so.
That's their best based on whatever
Yeah,
they have.
exactly. That's a better firm, I guess, more reliable number for us.
Okay,
And so the other thing that I included in there was just the truth in taxation. What are the requirements that we have to do for truth in taxation?
where's that?
It's, if you go past the handout that is in your packet, and all of this will be posted on the website.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know that we should post every little thing. Maybe the first page and page 29, I mean, residents don't have time to go through all this. I mean, and I would, if I were you as our financial director, I would pick out the most important, pertinent financial information on property taxes and post that. So I think the fact, I love the chart of the different cities and how we compare. And this first sheet looks like it's also, is this basically current year?
Yes.
Okay, and that's the tax rate. Yeah, okay, I think those are both excellent, but I haven't had 1 second to look at any of the rest of
Okay,
these.
well, I'm gonna go through it and then I'll.
You're gonna go through the whole,
I'm not gonna read everything, but I wanna go through what's in the packet. Because the main thing from this packet, from the tax appraisal district,
okay,
it shows that our revenue for next year is projected to go down.
right?
So,
That's on 29.
correct. But there's a lot of other information. It has history, protests, there's other information that you all might wanna look at.
Okay,
The taxing jurisdiction requirements that we have to have is on there. I put that in your packet. The other thing that I have is I've been asked about a budget calendar, and I know that Ms. Carly will be coming in pretty soon. So there's 2 different calendars that we're required to follow based on what we're looking at. If we're looking at a tax rate that's gonna exceed the voter approval rate, there's one calendar that we need to follow. And then if we're looking at getting a tax rate that's not gonna exceed the voter tax rate, then that's a different calendar that we need to follow. So I have those 2 calendars in the packet
Okay.
for you to look at.
what about a calendar for if they tell us we cannot increase our property taxes because our audits aren't done? Is that a
That's-
different calendar?
Well, we'll have to have a calendar. When Ms. Carly gets here, then I need to sit with her to create that calendar. Once she becomes available and informed of everything that's
Okay,
going
well,
on.
let's keep that, it's a disaster plan, hopefully, but let's keep that in the back of our minds. That we may have a different calendar than a normal year. Okay.
Just be not raising taxes though.
No, you go back to, you roll back. I can't remember what it is, it's no new revenue rate, I think. But anyway, you roll back your tax rate. So no, it's not, the way I understand it is, let's just say we brought in $3.6 million in 25, 26. We can't bring in any more than
Correct.
3.6 million. So I don't know what tax rate that's called. I think it's no new revenue rate. But anyway,
The next item that's going to be coming up for Ms. Carly and for the city is, we talked about the health insurance, the fact that health insurance costs are going up. So what I have included in your packet is, again, what we have, the current employee plan that we have here for the city for the employees, and the current interlocal agreement that we have right now with TML, Texas Health Benefits. And so if we should be getting our renewal rate, so if the renewal rate falls within a certain threshold, then on the June 12th meeting, then Carly may be coming in to say that, to renew the interlocal agreement, to have the existing insurance plan.
what June 12th meeting? You mean our net,
Our next city council meeting.
oh, I think that's June 9th.
Okay, June 9th then.
Right.
It might be the June 9th meeting,
Okay, the June meeting.
correct.
Okay.
So what I wanted you to have right now is what the agreement is, because this should be coming back when Ms. Carly comes in. Or we may be going out for bid depending on the rate that they give us.
When did you expect to get the rate?
We're supposed to get it June 1st,
Okay.
so it's a very short amount of time to go through and do what needs to get done. So I wanted
Do
you
you
to
want
have.
to take that time too, to get a little feedback from the employees to see if they like the plan they're on and, you know, that there's not,
One thing that I
that-
think, yeah, when we come back, what we learn, I've been hearing that the average health insurance has gone up 40% this year.
I've heard 25, but yeah.
I heard.
Yeah, so
heard
if we were to make changes to the plan, I mean, I can say that there's, I don't, from what I've heard, they would like the plan to be better. So in order to increase the benefits in the plan, it's gonna cost us more money than to leave it as is.
Of course.
Yeah.
That,
Not sure we
Makes
can
sense.
do that, yeah.
Yeah. So to keep the
I'm
plan.
just asking the question, you're telling me they're not satisfied with it now? Is that what you're telling me? They're not
Oh, I'm
satisfied
not saying,
with our
I
current
don't,
plan?
well,
They don't want to pay anything for health
They
insurance.
don't.
And
They
we-
don't.
These,
the
these
dependent
co-
care costs are, I mean,
these-
for
these co-pays
dependents
look
and
good to
family
me,
plans,
yeah.
it's expensive. And
Yep.
so if we increase the plan, then those costs are gonna go up. You can't say, we're gonna add, zero copay for certain things that are not under the Affordable Care Act, or pay a certain
I'm not
percentage.
suggesting I'm not communicating. I'm not suggesting that we change our healthcare plan right now. I'm asking, are our employees basically satisfied with the plan that they have now? And if not, then that might be an impetus for us to go out for bid and look at something else. I mean, we have some time now, because don't we have to decide by the end of September?
If you go out for bid, if we do not take the renewal rate, then we have to go out for bid, and that's gonna take a process to go out for bid. So we're looking at June,
We've done it
July.
before. We know, yeah,
And
we've
It'll
then
be
done
a
it.
short
Then we
turnaround.
turned around and came back to this
Yeah.
plan, is what
Yeah.
we did, yeah.
Yeah.
They're convinced to go with another way.
Right.
Beg to come back to this.
Well, the employees were a big impetus in helping us decide to do that, and all I want is the employees involved in their healthcare process. That's all I'm asking.
Well, and good coverage.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But-
honestly, I'm looking at this right now, like, holy smokes, if you were ever to get hurt outside of Texas, holy smokes.
Yep.
Okay, so that should be coming, and then you have, the Ansay Park. We had a meeting, we got the revised plan that I mentioned earlier. There was a meeting held with, Dennis and BJ and myself with Covey. And at the time, now that we know we're gonna have more funding, but at the time, at the meeting that we held it was discussed to have them redraw the playground diagram to adjust for the cost.
Well, let
So
me
if
ask
you look
this.
at-
This is dated March, I can barely read it. March 11th,
Correct.
so this isn't an updated plan.
The other plan that's there, should be two maps. Do you have
Okay.
two maps?
Okay. Okay, so this is an updated, this is May 12th, okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. I just want to make sure I know what I'm looking at.
Yes.
Okay,
So this is the original revised one, because I think it was like 1 and 3, and then it was flipped, right? To the Ansay, for the park to be phase 1 instead of 3. The whole drawings were,
Correct.
were,
Just the price point.
yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Okay, so the original one, this is the original one that says the March 11th,
right, okay.
okay? And then we were sent the updated version, and if you compare the two, you can look at the sidewalk. Those adjustments to bring down the cost was to adjust the sidewalk and also to make the playground equipment smaller, to bring down the cost. So you have the drawing, pre and post, and then you also have the two costs that you can put side by side so that you can see where the adjustments were made. BJ?
Okay, so this is saying that to do general conditions, the site plan, playground equipment and landscaping is $120,000. Is that what that's telling me? Mary?
I'm reading them. Which one are you looking at? The new one?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, well, that's the one you want us to look at, right?
yes, but, so you can do the comparison on the May 12th one, but that's fine. Go ahead. So the general conditions that I see on this one, it says 15,700. I don't know.
So you want us
And
to,
what BJ
you want
is.
us to go through and compare line by
Well-
line of? So general conditions are now 15 instead of 34?
Okay, 33,750, yeah.
And instead of 135 on the playground equipment, it's 70. Okay, so what do we do with this?
Well, if we're gonna be using we're gonna have access to the EDC funding, then we could just go back to the original one,
On the playground equipment?
yes.
And the
Okay.
sidewalk, right?
Well, I don't, we just need to know, do you wanna keep the sidewalk if we go back to the plan to use, if we move the playground equipment, even if it's bigger, we can save some money by adjusting the sidewalk.
And that's still ADA compliant?
Yes, yes. It's just making the straight line from the playground equipment, from the playground to from the restroom.
Yeah, Councilman, I spoke with BJ earlier about this. His recommendation was looking at the new map, which has the amended sidewalk.
Right.
Essentially, it's a straight line now from the parking lot past the restroom to the playscape area, which is not currently where it is. That entire area is gonna be relocated. He indicated that the swings that are over there are essentially falling apart and are not up to code right now anyway. So they plan on pulling those out completely. His recommendation or thought after the presentation with EDC was if you look at the second proposal, which is the updated proposal of 119,614, that is with a reduced sized playscape. So if you had the additional $26,000, you could potentially put that back into the playscape and increase the size of
Yeah.
that, make it a little bit bigger, so.
But leave the sidewalk the way it is of that straight shoot, because
Yeah,
it'll save on
yeah.
concrete.
Yes. I like that.
I agree. Do we vote on that, or what do we do? Just give you guidance to say, yes, we want the original playground equipment as proposed on March 11th. And hope,
new-
and
with the
Parks
new
and Rec has
sidewalks.
already signed off on that.
Yeah.
And then amend the sidewalk for a more reduced, more value-added
Yeah.
option.
So is this a item we already voted to approve 1A, and you're just
Right.
kind of,
Yeah, essentially, the funding has already been approved, it's
so
just,
do we have
this
to
is an
vote on
option.
this again, or we're
No.
just kind of giving you a,
Guidance.
I think it
It's
would
just
just
part
be,
of our update.
yeah, I think it would just be giving the maintenance
Guidance.
team and Parks and Rec guidance on the direction to
yeah,
proceed.
so I agree. I think we want to do the best we can on the playground equipment and the ADA compliant sidewalk, the least that we can to qualify. Make sure that we're meeting the needs of ADA people.
I agree.
Yay, okay.
Yes, ma'am, Linda, what do you got?
So you were already taking 26,000 out of 130. Sidewalk was the parking lot was 100. In other words, you're not taking another 26,000.
Okay, we're counting on EDC at this point, once you get your direction, to fund the $26,000. So we're looking at a budget right now that has 135.
For that area. It's different than the pavilion.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just,
For the pavilion, 26, wherever you want to use it.
yeah, maybe for the pavilion, yeah. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and yeah, essentially, that's what it is. The plan has already been is done, it's a done deal. So the 26 that council is requesting from EDC or pulling from EDC to cover the plan will go back into the overall project
Right.
for ADA compliance and the playscape.
Okay,
So
thank
it's
you.
The bigger playscape, we're just making the adjustments to the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Perfect, okay.
Okay,
Yay.
anything else?
Just, you're welcome. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page so we can get this going forward, so we can get it done. Okay, so the last two things I have is, of course, our bank, where we are, printed out with our poll cash. It's in the packet,
This thing?
in this regular session packet. It was part of the original packet you got.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then you have the revenue and expenditure report. And then the only thing that I have left, of course, is the audits, which I know that it's still we did have an email on Friday from the auditors. They requested 6 additional items. It came in like Friday after like at 1 something. We submitted, the thing we couldn't find was some information on the garbage sales tax. There was a discrepancy of some sort back in 2023. But that we were able to resolve it with Nicola's help. We went through and we got, because what happened is, at that point, it was, again, I go back, it was an in code, but it wasn't in fund view. So the conversion that amount did not, we got it done. So hopefully by June, and I don't know how much more wood there's a tree, I feel like I'm gonna chop down, but hopefully in June, we should have the audit done by June.
That's the 24 audit. Then we'll move forward on the 25. Okay.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I have.
Okay, so council, here, we do have an executive session scheduled this evening, so I'll pass it to you guys, go once around the room for our residents, if you like, before we move into that. Any comments or discussion for our residents?
Thank you for having confidence in me to reelect me, and I will do my best to serve the best way that I can. And I hear you loud and clear on communications. It has been a priority of this council and will continue to be a priority of this council, and we will get better. So again, thank you for your vote of confidence, and thanks for coming and all your feedback.
Yeah, well, first off, thanks for coming out this evening. And it's been my honor and pleasure to serve on council for you. I've got 1 more month, and I'm going to continue to do the job as best that I can. Thank you.
Thank you.
I too want to thank you all. I think we've been a hardworking council, and I have really high hopes for good things ahead. I just want to say Sarah Steers is here tonight, and thanks for coming, Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks
so
for coming.
appreciate you coming.
Gentlemen, this side, you guys. Sam?
Voters for what you did to me.
You put yourself in there.
I think that good things are ahead. Proud of everybody. And Bruce, we do appreciate you, and you will be missed, brother.
Yes,
still be around.
definitely.
I know you will.
Who's gonna be what, Andrea?
Oh, I'm
Of-
doing Friday coffee. Thank you. I would like to invite everyone on Friday to City Hall, coffee 8 to 10. Stop by anytime. You don't have to come for the whole 2 hours. Stop by and just talk to me. I bet Mary might be there to pop in and answer your questions. Sometimes the staff is available for questions, so I think it's helpful. I think that's a great idea.
And the only thing I have is I have a charity golf event Friday at Salmons Park, so if you are anywhere near that, you better have a helmet on. Okay, so at this time, council is going to convene into an executive session in accordance with 551.071, consultation with attorney. Residents, thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening.
Oh, no. I'll run out real quick. Sam, you want to get your signs real quick or wait till after?
Put your sign outside. I didn't want to bring it in.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna, oh, shoot. Do you want to come get your signs? Or do
My
you want
signs.
to just get them after?